This is Anna Williams with a short tutorial on parametric boxes and how to use cloning and instances to create a scattered box shape. So this is the final type of form or idea which we'll be creating. And it is controlled via this blue shape here. So that was one I made earlier, and we will start from the beginning. So start off by creating a plane across the front here. So then in perspective view, we want this plane, it's going to create a cube in the end, so we want it to be square, so 100 by 100, want it 10 segments by 10 segments, so a square shape filled with squares. We are then going to, make sure you've got the modify selected up in tools and click array. So then we will turn the preview on, and because I've already done it earlier, it might be different for everyone's system, but mine is using the X, so to array at a certain number, I'm going to array it at -10, or actually I'm going to array it 10. And then the type of object is going to be a copy, not an instance. So you need to change that and press OK. We then, still selecting this plane, right click on it in the modify tab and change it to an editable poly. In the modify for the editable poly, we're then going to press the attach and press the attach list next door here. So these are all the planes that we just arrayed. So we want to hold down shift, select them all and press attach. So we have attached all those planes together. From here, we are going to create a small box in front of this object here. So that is in completely the wrong place. Just move that so that it's sitting in front, and this little box should be 10 by 10 by 10 with just one segment length, height and width. So positioning isn't too important, but it helps with the general setup. We are then going to select both the arrayed planes and the box, and we going to click the move tool, so that's all ready to go. Right click, press clone, and we are going to create an instance and press OK, and then we're going to drag the instance backwards. So we have 2 of this shape. We are then going to select this box here, and under standard primitives we're going to go to compound objects and press scatter. Under pick distribution object, we're then going to pick the distribution object as this array of planes. we are then going to move this array, this scatter. So if we move that to the side, click on it again, and go into the Modify tab. And now we're going to change the distribution using from even to all vertices. And we're going to change the distribution object parameter from perpendicular, and we're just going to turn it off. So you see now it's become a cube-like structure. So reselect it, and we are going to go right down the bottom to hide distribution object. And I'm pretty sure that is supposed to hide this object here. But we can just move that out of the way for the moment. I'm going to place these back so they are like so. And we're going to, in perspective view here, I'm going to open perspective view so it's large, and we're going to go up to the viewport options. We're going to make sure, deselect any objects, go up to the viewport options, and first of all we're going to change that to realistic, and we're going to turn off shadows, and we're going to turn off ambient occlusion. It's because it is a lot easier to see. We're then going to click on this array of planes, which is an editable poly, and go into the editable poly and click the vertices, the points. If we turn on soft selection, use soft selection, and turn up the fallout, let's go to review that, so turn up the fallout so we can see the colour indicators spreading out there. We should now be able to adjust these vertices. So we'll click this edge one here, and our other shape changes with it because they are instances of each other. So whatever you do to this editable poly, it mirrors it with this structure of cubes, and it scatters them. So we can completely change structure, its geometry, so that it resembles nothing like the original. So that is we can delete that one. Sorry, click out the editable poly. There we go. So that is a fairly simple and quick way to create a scattered array of cubes from an instance, so we can still have total control over the end result.